The Dyatlov Pass Incident, Part 1. In the frozen wilderness of the Ural Mountains, deep in Soviet Russia, lies a story that has baffled investigators, scientists, and conspiracy theorists for over 6 decades. It is a tale of mystery, tragedy, and unanswered questions, the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident. Setting the stage January 1959. 9 experienced hikers, all students and graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute, prepared for the adventure of a lifetime. Their leader, Igor Dyatlov, was just 23 years old, skilled, respected, and determined. The group of 8 men and 2 women were strong, confident, and eager to conquer the harshness of the mountains. For them, this was more than a winter hike. It was a chance to prove themselves, to earn recognition, and to share in the rugged beauty of the wild. None of them knew that within days they would become the center of a chilling mystery that would never truly be solved. The trek begins. The journey started with laughter. Photographs recovered from their cameras show smiles, jokes, and snow-filled determination. By train, by truck, and finally on skis, they pushed deeper into the wilderness. But by February 1st, the weather turned against them. Snowstorms, icy winds, visibility near zero, and so they stopped, pitching their tent on the slope of a mountain the Mansi people called Kholat Syakhl, the mountain of the dead. It was here, on this lonely slope, that their journey met its end. The discovery. When the hikers failed to send word, search parties were dispatched. Weeks later, rescuers stumbled upon something strange. The tent, abandoned, half buried in snow, and cut open, not from the outside, but from within, as if the hikers had slashed their way out, fleeing in terror. Footprints led away, barefoot, some in socks, others in a single boot. In the freezing darkness, they had run into the snow. Bodies in the snow. 2 bodies were found first, beneath a cedar tree, barefoot, clad only in underwear. Their hands were burned, their final moments spent clawing at a desperate campfire. 3 more, including Dyatlov himself, were discovered between the tree and the tent, as if crawling back towards safety, before the cold took their lives. At first, it seemed like hypothermia, a tragedy, but nothing unusual in the brutal cold. But then came the others. Shocking injuries. 4 more bodies found in a ravine, and this time the horror deepened. 1 woman's tongue was gone, another's eyes were missing. Several had massive internal injuries, shattered ribs, fractured skulls, wounds equal to the force of a car crash. And yet, their skin showed no external damage. To make things stranger still, their clothing carried traces of radiation. Questions without answers. Why flee into the snow, barefoot, half-dressed, knowing death was certain? What invisible force could crush bones without leaving marks? Why radiation, and why here? The official Soviet report offered little. The case was closed with a single line. They died, it said, from an unknown compelling force. And with that, the mystery only grew. To be continued.